I might not have had anything to do with the Grammy nominations, but I am going to award 10 albums the recognition in my channel today. So, let's get to it. Welcome back to Y.E.S everyone, Young Entertainment Specialists. This is a very fun video for me because this is the first year I put in a lot of time into reviewing albums. There were so many I still wanted to review this year, and I'm a little sad that I didn't get to all of them, but at the same time I'm incredibly happy for the ones I did listen to and get to include in this video. So just also for clarification, I am only going to talk about albums I actually reviewed and listened to on this channel. Nothing that I thought was probably good, or ones that had singles that were really popular, or from other channels that say that they're really good. I can only speak from what my personal experience was. So, without further ado, let's talk about the best albums of the year, starting off with a few honorable mentions. I don't normally do that, but I felt like it was appropriate this time around. Firstly, wanted to include Georgia Smith for Lost and Found, very well made. We Came to Play by JTM, also known as James the Mormon. Winter in the Air by David Archuleta. And Cinematic by Owl City. I know a lot of you are thinking, wow, why would he include that one? I liked the album. I really did. I know it's not for everyone and it's got some cheesiness to it, but hey, everyone has different tastes. And in all the same, there were 10 others that I just liked a little bit more and felt that they were worth talking about a little bit more. So here they are with number 10. The Future and the Past by Natalie Press was kind of a surprise album for me. I enjoyed listening to it the first time around, and then I still liked it the second time around, but I did do a little research into some of the motivation and concept behind the album, which, you know, didn't affect me a lot because I kind of just take music for what it is and not what it's supposed to mean behind the scenes unless it actually says what it's trying to be. So there's some things that I don't agree with Natalie Press, but I did give her my highest recommendation grade because I think it's worth listening to. It's very well made, and I think you should check it out all the same. At number 9, we've got Life is a Song by Umbrella Life. This one was kind of fun because I actually found Umbrella Life in a comment through another video, and he told me he was going to release an album on his YouTube channel, and I listened to it and I liked it a lot. He's a very, very young kid in the Bay Area, and I don't know if his passion is going to continue in music, but it seems like he has a lot of things to offer in entertainment in general, and I'm not going to pander to Umbrella Life. I really do mean that I liked this album a lot. If you haven't heard of him, check out Umbrella Life on YouTube and listen to some of the songs that were on there. Every single song that he made is on that channel, and I think it was worth listening to. You might like it, you might not, but again, music taste is subjective. Number 8 is Thank You for Today by Death Cab for Cutie. This isn't one that I feel like I'm going to listen to a lot, but every time it does come on, I know I'm going to enjoy listening to it. There's just something about the band that just keeps staying consistent with me. Some things do sound better for me, some things aren't as captivating, but nothing sounds bad to me. Just certain things just have their highs and lows, and I can enjoy listening to this. Just roaming around in the car. It's kind of where I normally listen to this album. Not really at home so much, more on the road. But yeah. Number 8, that's what I got for it. Singularity, John Hopkins at number 7. I did not think I was going to listen to an album like this at all this year. Like at all. This electric music transported me in places I didn't think I would ever want to go to. I said in my album review, it kind of feels like the astronomical is kind of coming down to earth. I feel like I would be like an astrologist, kind of taking out various telescopes into a forest and kind of having those two worlds collide a little bit. It's a really strange thing for me to be able to describe. And it isn't one, again, that I would listen to a lot, but it is one that I find myself wanting to listen to. And that's an amazing thing when it's not something that you think you would want to listen to, but you want to. So I have to have it on my list for that reason. This Christmas Day by Jessie J. I did not think I was going to include a Christmas album on this list at all. Not because Christmas music couldn't make it, but because I really don't know why, but Jessie J pulled it off so well that I had to include it on here. Of course, this is seasonal music, so I can't listen to it a lot. I mean, I could, but, that'd just be a little odd, and I try to save that for the season. There's just something about the arrangements that she did, and also including one of her own originals and covering another Christmas song that's not nearly as popular as the others, but it was so well done, and she kind of owned it for herself, and that alone just impressed me a lot. So yeah, I'm going to give her a spot right here. Number 5 is for Tori Kelly and Hiding Place. Dang, girl, what are you doing to me? I am incredibly picky with gospel music. Very picky. Not because I don't think gospel music doesn't sound good, but because there are just ways that it's expressed that I feel like it needs to hit me really hard in the right way. Just shine on down, baby. Yeah. I've always admired Tori Kelly ever since the first time I listened to her, and it's a gutsy move for her to go this direction. I don't know if this is going to be something continuous for her. Maybe she'll dabble with it. Maybe she'll try to explore pop again. I don't know. But whatever it is, she does not disappoint. Ascend by Pogo is my number 4 pick. Now, this album did not get my yes grade for one reason only. There's one track on here that I felt like Pogo made, which was done very well, but it didn't really sound like him. It kind of sounded like a Yanni song or Enya or something like that. It just kind of felt out of place. And that just hindered it a little bit, not because it didn't sound good again. It just felt like it was out of place. And then a few small nitpicks here, but man, I love Pogo's music so much. This album was released super early on in the year, and I've listened to it so often. And that's why I have to put it so high up on my list. It penetrates the magical child portion of my heart. Man, it just makes me feel so comforted. And it did that on an emotional level for me multiple times this year. Prefacing into the next top 3, there's a part of me that thought any one of these 3 could have been number 1 for me. I had to think about it a lot so that I would be honest with myself which one I think is the number 1 pick. I love all of them. And of course, I love all the other albums I've just mentioned. But these 3 really hit home for me. So know that I thought really long and hard where I should place them. Number 3 is Iration by Iration. I'm making sure I said that correctly because the band messaged me and apparently I said Eration instead of Iration. So yeah, I'm making sure I'm saying it right. I was going to review this album a lot earlier in the year, and I put it on hold for a long time for some reason. I don't really know why. And then one day I just decided, the heck with it. I'm going to listen to it. And it hit me on exactly the right day to be able to console me or to just expand my mind a little bit because I don't listen to a lot of reggae music. And wow, did I ever get hooked. Iration, you did something amazing for me. This is a fairly long album-ish, and I couldn't care less because I know I'm going to enjoy each song on here. I don't know how many of you are into this kind of music, but the subject matter, the topics in each song vary all the time. This is not very cookie-cutter kind of music. This is something that I feel like they explore a lot of topics, maybe just fun things, maybe family things, friend things, analogies. It could be lots of things, and I respect this band for creating the songs that they have. Not just for my emotional state during that time I listened to it, but for the fact that I actually can enjoy it even after I had that moment, and it didn't have to do that for me later on. Number 2 is Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. I'm going to say this, and I hope I don't jinx it. This is my pick for album of the year. Of the ones that are nominated, this is the only one on there. And there's one or two others I think that I would be okay with winning, but I really would like her to win. This album got me excited. I don't listen to a lot of country music. It is a little bit in a different direction from country, but it's basically country music. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, it is just so well made and just speaks to me in ways that I did not think I was going to explore this year or experience. And lyrically, it just broadened my horizon a little bit. And I've shared this album tons of times with tons of people. And for that, I have to give it this spot. And now the final album, the one that I have recommended probably more to so many people and have listened to so much this year, is Good Thing by Leon Bridges. I feel so fortunate and blessed to have listened to this album. This is something that was going to definitely go under my radar if I was not looking for new albums to be able to listen to. This is a 10-track album. I basically like every track on this album to a very, very, very high level. And I will be proud of the fact that I've gotten a couple other people who really like the album as well. And there's just something about this kind of music that I feel like should be enjoyed by more people, or at least kind of brought back into the mainstream a little bit, or something like that. I don't know. But Leon Bridges, man, you did one heck of a good job. This is something that I will jam to, dance to, yearn to, love. Man, just, you did a fantastic job. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Leon Bridges, someone I did not know I was going to love listening to. And man, this year just shaped out so well because I listened to him and all the other artists that I've mentioned beforehand as well. Well, there you have it, guys. Let me know which albums you liked on my list, and let me know which albums are your favorite of the year. I have talked to many people, and many people have very different opinions, and that's okay. But the idea is, on this channel, we're going to try to explore what is actually good music, and I'm going to try and promote that kind of music. I will talk about stuff that I don't like occasionally. I'll talk about stuff that is good, but maybe not great. And albums like these that all, to a degree, in different ways, gave me a yes factor or that sensation inside, these are the ones I want to share, talk about, praise, and maybe it will also inspire others to up their game in the music industry, and we'll all get better music and just better messages and just better things in general all around. That's the idea. Get everyone to up their game, just like the people on these albums. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've really enjoyed reviewing albums this year. I'm very curious as to what I'm going to do next year. I'm also going to be reviewing albums, but I want to add a couple other things because music isn't the only passion of mine, but it is the one that I do like the most. So, let's see where we go with it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember all the things you have to do in order to follow this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time. A toast to Mr. Bridges. A toast to Casey Musgraves. A toast to Iration. To Pogo. Man, too many good things out there. So much good music. So much good music that I didn't know I was ever going to listen to this year. Cheers to you all.